Well, Fight Camp Week 2 was an interesting night, wasn't it? Let's just get straight into it because I have far too much to say this week. Chris Billam-Smith remains the Commonwealth champion after knocking down Nathan Thorley in the second round. You know, he wasn't here to play, quick in, out, job done, go home, put my feet up. This is Billam-Smith's 12th stoppage of his career and Thorley's first loss. Billam-Smith dropped Thorley 3 times. He was simply just too powerful for him. Excellent performance by Billam-Smith. We then had Hopi Price and Johnny Phillips. Well, the weigh-in was another interesting one. Phillips came in at 9'3", Price at 9 stone 9. Rightly so that Dave Caldwell was not happy.
Phillips.
You didn't make the weight. That's 9'4". It was 9'2".
9'36". Dave Caldwell shaking his head saying he was at 9'2".
And now making his way to the scales with his head trainer Dave Caldwell, this highly decorated amateur southpaw now boasts a perfect professional record. 2 fights, 2 victories, one of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of the leads. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
During the fight, both boxers looked comfortable, taking their time, finding their reach. For me, as a viewer, there was a little more holding than I'd normally like to see, but it's boxing, it's just one of those things. 20-year-old Price, you know, he stayed calm, patient, and he got the job done, winning by 6 points. Both fighters taking hard shots. Price just seemed to be dominating each round a little bit more than Phillips, but, you know, Phillips can take a heavy hit. Price showed he can adapt to his opponent, and it was only 2 years ago that he won the gold medal at the Youth Olympics. So I'm really excited to see what the next few years have in store for him. Anthony Fowler versus Adam Harper. Let's just say Harper's knackers also took a beating 4 times. Fowler had points deducted for this, so Harper is an absolute soldier for carrying on because I imagine that's quite uncomfortable and there would have been a lot of men especially wincing watching that performance. Fowler was quick, he was strong, and you know, he looked in really great shape in the ring. He had a really powerful body shot combo going on and you could see that every single one of his punches hurt. Harper went down in the 4th round and took punch after punch to his head before the round finished. I think it was at this moment that he was done. 5th round, there was no more juice left in his motor. You can see it in his eyes. Now the reason people weren't happy with this fight was because Harper was really being dominated. He was being hurt. The fight was stopped in the 7th round, which really was 2 rounds too long. Dave Caldwell said, "It really wasn't nice to see Harper take such a prolonged beating. Such a tough man, massive respect to him, but should have well been pulled by the end." Aside from this, credit where credit is due, Fowler is a sharp fighter and matched against the right person. It'd be an incredible fight to watch. Terry Harper versus Natasha Jonas, the first all-British female title fight, headlining a Matchroom card. I really do hope we see more of this come in the future. This was an exciting, extremely close fight. Harper's 23, she's young. Jonas is 36, she's in her prime. Jonas has a lot of amateur experience under her belt as well. You know, she is an Olympian. Terry was very much taking her time, putting power into her shots. You know, she's a world champion. You know, she doesn't have a world title for no reason. 4th round for me was when Jonas didn't come to play. She was working Terry hard. And a few times throughout the whole fight, there was times that Terry looked really panicked. Both taking hard, big, heavy hits, they were both rocked. Both did some real damage to each other. I definitely thought that Jonas dominated more rounds than Harper. The 8th round in particular was outstanding. And from what I've seen, there are a lot of people upset with the draw decision. Many feel like Jonas was robbed of that belt. Personally, from what I've seen online, I don't think people really took Jonas seriously coming up to this fight. They didn't do their research and they didn't know how good she is. So I'm just so glad she's proved to everybody she's not past it, she's not too old, and she's here to win. All eyes are on women's boxing at the moment and Harper and Jonas gave us that fight. Bring on round 2. And that is your Fight Camp Week 2 roundup. Thanks for watching and I will see you again next week for the penultimate week of Fight Camp.